Okay, so today it's going to be a great homework. Let's get ready for today's homework. We are going to be doing some things about variables, saving things to variables, printing variables, and putting things that are inside a list inside a variable so we can print the variable inside an F string, which is what we're going to be doing today. So the first thing we're going to do is let's look through our worksheet. So saving information inside a variable. So a variable is anything like this could be a variable. Well, not that because it's Korean, but this could be a variable. Even this could be a variable, but this cannot be a variable, and this cannot be a variable. It has to be one string, one word. So I can do something like my name. Now this is a variable with the name Kasim stored inside. Super easy, right? Good. Now let's take a look at what else we can do. Now we're going to look at F string. So if I wanted to use an F string, well, I can say print my name is my name. And now I will put here F. What's going to happen? It's going to say my name is Kasim. So you can see we can use variables inside of strings. When we have an F before it, this turns it into an F string. This makes things really easy for us much later on. Okay, good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend we're building a robot, and we're going to save the name of the part. So we'll have a robot name. We'll do robot name is equal to Robbie. Why not? And we'll do robot parts. It's going to be maybe what should we do with parts? Let's do head. And I wrote the list in a strange way, but you can actually do it like this. It doesn't need to be side by side like we normally do. But this is also a perfectly acceptable way of writing a list. Legs. There we go. Legs. Wonderful. Great. Okay. So we have a robot name, Robbie. We have robot parts, head, body, arms, legs. And now we're going to make a main part of the body. So, for example, if we want to say, what would be the robot part that is in charge of moving things in front of us? Well, it would be the arms. So if we wanted to print that, we can say print robot parts. And we find the position, which is going to be arms. So that's 0 for head, 1 for body, 2 for arms. So we put 2, print this, it's going to be arms. Great. Now we can also save this inside a variable. So we're going to save arms inside a variable, which is going to be main part, like so. And now we can say, or we can now print main part, which is now going to be equal to arms. And we can also use this inside an F string. So we can say something like this. I use main part to cook food. And now this is going to say I use arms to cook food, which is correct. What about main part 2? We can define as many parts as we want, right? Main part 2 is going to be equal to robot parts. Let's pick something. We're going to pick, what shall I pick? Let's pick head. Okay. I can now say print I use my main part 2, close it with a curly brace, to think. To think. And now this is going to say I use my head to think. Okay. So that's it. That's pretty much it, right? We're using variables. We're saving things inside variables. We're then using F strings. It's really, really easy. So the last thing you're going to need to know is, well, 2 things. Or, well, 1 thing, but kind of 2 things. Okay. Is about inputs. Now, inputs are a little bit difficult, right? I know inputs are difficult. They're very confusing because it's like, oh, how does it save something inside a variable when it hasn't been made yet? So how does the information get stored in there? I don't get it. Well, let's take a look at variables. So we're going to have a few things here. Favorite color is equal to input. Favorite, what is your favorite color? And here we can put favorite. Favorite what? Favorite food. Equal to input. What is your favorite food? So remember, input is what the question should be to find out the variable name. That'll be an easy way to look at it, right? So favorite food. How do you ask someone about their favorite food? You'd say, what is your favorite food? And that would be, that'd be the question, right? So now we can print favorite color. We can even print favorite food. Print favorite food. Let's, if I get it right, there you go. Finally did it. Okay. So what's my favorite color? I love green and I love mangoes. Mangoes are delicious. So you can see it now prints green mangoes, right? So what's happened here is Python has seen input. It asks the user the question, what is your favorite color? I type in green. Green is stored inside favorite color. Then when I print favorite color later on, that's when it prints off green. So I want you to use an F string now. So we can say something like this. We can say, let's say print F string. My favorite color is favorite color. And my favorite fruit is, favorite food. Food is favorite food. There we go. Print. Now I can type anything I want. I can say red. I can say fries. And it's going to say, my favorite color is red and my favorite food is fries. And I can actually put anything inside of here that I want to. Oh, I got a notification. I can put anything inside of here that I want to. It doesn't need to be red. It doesn't need to be fries. I could put nonsense, to be honest. I could put, spaghetti socks. Doesn't matter what I put, right? It's just a question. I can answer the question wrong if I want to. Bears. Spaghetti socks and bears. My favorite color is spaghetti socks and my favorite food is bears. Doesn't make sense, but whatever I type is going to be stored inside of the variable favorite color, favorite food, and now we can use favorite color and favorite food to print an F string. That's it. That's the homework. Super easy. So I know you guys can do this. Any questions? Watch this again. Watch it 5 times, 10 times, 15 times. Well, maybe don't watch it 15 times. If you need help, I'm here. Let me know. But this should be enough to do the homework. So guys, see you guys in the next lesson. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye.